Okay, welcome everyone. You've reached Grandma Mo, and we're covering the first day of the first round of the playoffs that were played on Sunday. And this video will be about the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever. So, the Indiana Fever put up a good fight, but Atlanta turns out to be just a little too much for the Fever on this day. So, the Fever took the loss here. Let me get the right page up on my screen. There we go. Okay. So the Dream get the win 80-68. The Fever actually started out really well. They were winning 21-18 in the first quarter. Then Atlanta came right back and outscored them 22-12 to give them a lead at halftime. So then the Fever came out strong again in the third quarter and outscored them 20-18 and dropped that lead a little bit. But then the fourth quarter, they only scored 15 points and Atlanta scored 22 to give them the victory. So if you're looking at the box score, we have, let's see here. They put the points way on the end. So Atlanta, we'll go through Atlanta first. Atlanta had 4 players in double figures, which they pretty much, it was Gray, Jones, Hillman, and Howard. Everybody else had 2 or 4 points. That's actually pretty shocking. Usually it's spread out a little bit more, but Atlanta has concentrated their scoring into these 4 players, especially for this game. But this has been happening more and more lately. Sometimes it'll be Canada and not Hillman, or Caldwell instead of Hillman. But usually Gray, Howard, and Brianna Jones are usually their leading scorers. So you had Howard with 20 points. She shot pretty well. She shot well from 3, she was 4 for 10. But she was 6 for 17. She took a lot of shots. That's a lot of shots. So did Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray took 16 shots. Both of them shot in the 30s. Alicia Gray didn't shoot real well from the 3-point line. She was 1 for 5. But, you know, it looks, let me look at the Fever. Kelsey Mitchell took 18 shots. And then Lexi Hill took 13. But everybody else was under 10. But the Fever only got 2 players in double figures. That hurt them. They needed more help out of Boston. And Ariel Powers has been playing really well for them, but she didn't. She only took 4 shots. She had 5 points. Her and Shea Petty have been playing, really contributing for the Fever, but not in this game. And then Howard only had 5 points. So Boston, Howard, Ariel Powers, and Shea Petty have been, in the games that Indiana has won, they have contributed more. So I can't see shooting percentages from here. I'll have to look at what the team shooting percentages are. But let's see here. Let me see if it gives me this. No, it doesn't give me team shooting percentage. There's another site that I go to that you can get to from the scores, and for some reason that is not available anymore. I don't know why I can't get to it, but it'll give you like the team shooting percentage and everything. So just have to get it from the box score that comes with this particular site. It'll give you like the quarterly breakdown. Pull it up over here. Gives you this, but when it lists the box score, it doesn't give you the totals on all of those for some reason. So anyway, I guess it's not hugely important, I guess. Let me see here. What is... But you can see like Hillman shot, let's see. Hillman shot 71%. So did Brianna Jones. Ryan Howard shot 35, and Alicia Gray shot 35. Jordan Canada was 1 for 8. Brittany Griner was 1 for 4. Pow Pow was 1 for 2. Caldwell was 2 for 5, but she only took 5 shots. She has played more in some of these other games. So Hillman got you 16 points. She was also 4 for 5 at the free throw line. Howard was 4 for 4 at the line. Brianna Jones was 2 for 2. And Alicia Gray was 9 for 10. She went to the line a lot. She had 4 assists. She had 3 steals, 6 rebounds. And then Brianna Jones also had 3 steals. She had 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Hillman had 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and she had 3 block shots too. Alicia Gray had a block, and Maya Caldwell had a block, and Kimbrough had a block. What's interesting is Brittany Griner and Bree Jones did not have a block, and they're the tallest players on the team. Anyway, it is what it is. So, looking at the Fever, Kelsey Mitchell had 27 points. She shot well. I mean, she didn't shoot well from 3, but she only took 4 of them. So she was 1 for 4. She went to the line a lot. She was 8 for 9, 9 for 18 overall, which is 50% from the floor, which that's good. You got to have more than Kelsey Mitchell. Odyssey Sims had 10 points. That was her only other player in double figures. She was 3 for 7, 4 for 4 at the line. And then you had Boston with 8 points. She had 12 rebounds, so she was doing her job underneath, but she was only 3 for 9. But, she's going against people that are her height or taller, with Brittany Griner and Bree Jones. So, and then Naz Hillman is a good defender, down on the block. Howard, 5 points. She had 6 rebounds. She was 2 for 7. Lexi Hill had 9 points. She was 3 for 13. She didn't shoot very well. She was 1 for 5 from 3. 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Turner came in. She got 5 rebounds. She didn't score. Ariel Powers, like I said, 5 points. Petty didn't score. Bree Hall, who was a new pickup, she got 4 points in the last minute and 33. She got hit a shot and then got fouled and went to the foul line. Actually, she went to the foul line for 4 shots in a minute and 33. So, anyway, this game is going to go back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and the Fever are going to have a chance to even things up. And if they can shoot, if they can shoot better and get more out of Aaliyah Boston. This was the game because I mainly cover the Valkyries, and, I was really pushing for the Valkyries to get this 6th spot because out of the top 4 teams, I think Atlanta is the most vulnerable. In other words, I think that they are the ones that can get beat out of those top 4 teams. Well, I didn't really count New York and Phoenix because those teams are even. And they went into overtime to prove that one, so that one may very well go 3 games, but we'll see. But, Atlanta, if they don't, they go on shooting slumps. And if you can catch them on a shooting slump, the Fever have a chance here. And you got to get the one at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. If you're going to do it, you got to do it there because, it's over if you don't. So... but Atlanta, just keep doing what you're doing. And, if you keep shooting decently, if Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard shoot better, then you're in trouble because they didn't shoot well this game. And Canada didn't shoot well. So if they shoot well, then Atlanta's got it hands down. But, the Fever have to shoot better and, hope that these guys don't go crazy on their 3-point shots. So, anyway, that's it for this one. It should be game 2 should be pretty exciting in this one. I'm guessing it's going to be closer than this one was. I think the biggest lead Atlanta had was like 20 or 24 points. Indiana kind of caught up there in the end. But we'll see. I mean, it's going to be a fight. But Aaliyah Boston and Howard have to play better. They've got to score more for Indiana to have a chance. Because Kelsey Mitchell can't do it all on her own. No player can. So, anyway, good luck to both of these teams. And we'll see what happens on Wednesday. I believe it's Wednesday everybody's playing again. So, okay, we'll see you next time.